Okay, let me get this photo first.
I better read Warren's text before he blows my phone up.
Oh, God, Warren. Alright. There we go. Fun, fun, fun. Alright. Do you want to meet for coffee after school? I need an excuse not to study. Please! Make sure you check out Necromantic on my flash drive. Mwahaha. Hey, Mad Max, let's bust shit up! Wait, I have to study for physics. For a physics test. So if we bust anything, we also have to measure its velocity. Don't ignore this message. Like, the don't ignore this message after just spamming her is, like, so hostile. Like, what the fuck? Hi, Mix. Can you get my flash drive? I need some info in space. Okay, Sarah already made this joke, but Max, non-binary icon. Hello? Sorry, running late. Insane day. I'll meet you in the lot. Looking cool. You'll see. My camera will be ready. See you shortly. I hope so. He's just like... The vibes are just rancid. Like, the way he keeps, like, spamming her with texts. And then, like, the don't ignore this message. Like, it's just... Oh. It's an for me. Okay. Have a very special 18th birthday. You're an adult now, but you're still our little girl. Check your account. Don't blow it all at once. Happy birthday, Maxine. We can't believe it's been 18 whole years since you were brought to us, XO. They do really nail, like, the parent texts in this game. Like, yes, that really is how parents are and how they talk to you. Oh, he makes me want to punch him in every scene he's in. Principal Wells? Yeah, I feel you. I mean, he's definitely not the worst man in this game, but he's not doing great, to tell you the truth. Hey, Max, you around? Always. You okay? Did you want to get tea later today? Absolutely, I'll be free after 4. TTYL. Sorry, I don't know. I should probably be doing, like, different voices for these characters because I'm just the only one reading them, but, like, that didn't really occur to me until just now, so... Whatever, it's fine.
Okay, I better get to my dorm and grab that flash drive.
Anywho. Sure, let's talk to Stella.
Hey there, Stella.
Hey, I know you. You're the new quiet girl in Jefferson's class. Isn't he incredible?
Nobody should ever call her Maxine. I know, right? It just feels so unsettling and weird, and like, because she clearly always goes by Max, and just... I don't love the name Maxine.
I'm not sure yet. I mean, he's clearly a genius, but I don't agree with everything he says.
He does get a bit pretentious, but he's passionate and just says what he thinks. If Victoria wasn't all over him, I would definitely make a move.
Ew. No way.
No way. You can get him so busted. And he's not going to mess around with a student.
That's what you think.
Now, how do you know this?
You have a lot to learn here at Blackwell. Rachel Amber absolutely had sex with him. Well, I heard that from a good source.
You knew Rachel?
So, you knew Rachel?
Not really. I saw her hanging with the other cool kids like Victoria. Not my kind of clique. But I heard insane stories about Rachel.
I think what's interesting is, like, when people talk about Rachel Amber and, like, before the storm versus this game, they often say that they prefer how, like, Rachel is kind of more of, like, a myth or, like, this idea of a person rather than a natural person and a character like she's in Before the Storm. Which I don't understand that at all, because, like, I find that, like, humanizing her and actually making her, like, into form, into a person, like, I don't know, it makes me love her more, and it also, like, how do I explain this? It makes me appreciate her more, because I feel like a lot of the times, like, especially with women, a lot of people have this tendency to create, like, this idea of a person rather than just, like, the actual person based on, you know, like, rumors and gossip and, like, biases and misogyny, basically, and all that stuff. And, like, I think some people do have a tendency to kind of, like, manic pixie dream girl Rachel in some places. And, like, I don't know, like, you're always hearing all these stories about her. Like, she's either this, like, she seems to be in, like, so many different places at once and, like, do all these different things, and she's all these different things, these different people, and, like, then you play Before the Storm and you're like, she's just a girl. Like, she's just a person, and she had problems, and, like, she was flawed, but ultimately human, and, like, I don't know, I prefer that so much more, and for me, it makes it so much more tragic when we lose her. Like, when sorry, I guess I am giving away spoilers for this game, so sorry if you haven't played it before, but I have. Like, when we find her body, we find out that she's dead, it's so much more tragic for me playing Before the Storm, because, like, especially when I think back to, like, her conversations with Chloe, like, one day I'm going to climb Everest, and, like, her and Chloe making plans to, like, leave and get out of Arcadia Bay, and them, like, talking about their futures and stuff. It's just, like, I think back to all that stuff, and I think about, like, her and Chloe on stage, and, like, her and Chloe, like, dancing around the streetlights and stuff, like, and their first kiss and all that stuff. It all makes it so much more devastating when you find her dead. It makes it almost like you can share in Chloe's grief in a way, because you felt like you knew her too. And I don't know, I don't really understand people who are like, I prefer Rachel as more of an idea than a person, because, like, I don't know, maybe this is a bit of a stretch, but it feels a little misogynistic to me to be like, yes, this woman is better as a plot device and an idea rather than an actual character, because, like, I think I take it, especially personally, as, like, an autistic woman. Like, okay, little minor gender tangent about me. Like, I don't really identify as a woman per se, but I do consider myself, like, an autistic woman because, like, I identify with the concept and the, like, experience of autistic womanhood, and I consider myself very much, like, in community with other autistic women based on a lot of our shared experiences. And, like, just that I think I'm a little offended and, like, personally, like, hurt and triggered, I guess, by the whole, like, concept of people liking the idea of her rather than the actual person, because I feel like a lot of people are like that with me and, like, the mask that I put up. So, yeah. Another whole ass tangent that I went on, but that's what this game does to me. I go on tangents. Anyways. Some of these photos are weird. I don't know what to make of them.
That's so cool that Blackwell is doing a show of Mr.
Like,
Jefferson's
they're all
work.
Jeffersons, and some of them are like... Like, I don't know what to say about them, but some of them feel kind of unsettling. Especially this one, like, that looks a lot like Max, if you ask me, and I think she's posing with, like, a bunny, which is significant if you think about, like, Kate and the fact that she has a bunny. This is extremely voyeuristic and gross. I think that's a cop potentially arresting someone. And, like, there's a lot to be said about this game and, like, photography and the concept of, like, being an observer and, like, taking pictures versus actually, you know, like, doing something, and how this game sort of, like, explores and, like, challenges that. Yeah, there's not much to say about that. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Anyways, who else am I going to talk to? I'm not going to talk to Brooke, because you know what? Not talking to Brooke is self-care. Where's Hayden? Isn't he supposed to be around here somewhere? Let's talk to Miss Grant.
Hi, Miss Grant.
Excuse me, Max. I know everybody loves being asked to sign a petition, but would you do Miss Grant a favor and hear me out?
Sure.
Sure, I always have time for you. What's the petition?
David Madsen, our chief of security, wants to put surveillance cameras all around the campus. Halls, classrooms, gym, dorm rooms, etc. Blackwell Academy should be a high school, not a high-security penitentiary.
I mean, to be fair, high-security penitentiaries shouldn't exist either. Abolish prisons, but one thing at a time. That's crazy.
That's crazy. I get why school should be on high alert these days, but cameras in the dorm rooms.
Also,
it's
like,
a slippery
maybe
slope,
solve
and it's
the
up to you
systemic
and your
issues
classmates
that
to
lead to
stand
schools
up here.
being unsafe.
Blackwell
instead of,
Academy
like,
has a noble
putting up
heritage,
surveillance and having
from the
security
Native
guards.
Americans who
I
founded
don't know,
this
just my
land
take.
to the pioneers who shared it
Oh
in
god,
peace,
here we go.
not fear and violence.
The reactions that almost everyone has to this line are, like, pretty funny. Because everyone just has this collective moment of, like, yikes. Yeah. That's not what happened. But anyways, Blackwell is that old.
Blackwell is that old? That's incredible.
You should learn a little history about your alma mater. You'll find some fascinating facts. There's a lot of power in this region. I think it helps the creative juices flow around here. Now, before I assign you homework with this lecture, will you please sign the petition to keep our campus from going back to 1984?
I'm not a fan of the way this game kind of pushes the whole, like, mystical energy TM thing about this game, and, like, sort of, like, sure, like, you can tie Max's power to, like, something beyond science. I'm not against that. But, like, the way it, like, sort of almost connects the themes of this game to indigeneity and then has no indigenous characters and has, like, a largely main, like, a white main cast. Like, Game Assist talks about this in the wonderful video essay on Life is Strange called The Price of Life, Gender, Disability, and Agency in Life is Strange. And yeah, because you have, like, indigenous, like, iconography, like the Tavanga, and, like, discussions around, like, indigenous culture and, like, prophecies, as we'll see later in the game. And then there's, like, no indigenous people, and it sort of enforces the, like, fetishistic, like, lens of indigenous people as, like, already dead or dying. Yeah, anyways. So, sure, let's sign the petition.
Absolutely. I don't mind security, but not pure surveillance.
I knew you were my favorite new student at Blackwell for a good reason.
Also, like, we shouldn't have a security guard. Like, that's bad too, but, like, whatever. Like I said, one problem at a time.
Posters over posters? Somebody really wants to find Rachel Amber.
I think there was some controversy about this missing poster for Rachel when this game first came out because, like, what am I saying? It was based on a real missing persons poster,
Hayden.
and I think, like,
there she is.
The person
the retro
who
selfie
made it,
master.
like, was
That's me, all right.
kind of upset
You look relaxed
that they
as usual,
basically like
Hayden.
designed a
It's a
fictional
skill
missing
one
persons
cultivates
poster
at
after a
Blackwell,
real one that was
especially
made
when one
about a
represents
real
the
missing
Vortex
person.
Club. Not to boast.
Okay. When you take a break, maybe you could change the keywords for this stream. One of them is Amnesia, The Dark Descent. Other one is for horror. Yeah, shit. I ran out of time and I forgot to change those. I have to change those as well as the content warnings. But yeah, I think I might take a break soon because it's almost been an hour. I'm going to give myself like 10 more minutes and then I'm going to take a break and then we'll fix all that stuff. Yeah, money for heavy security and cameras, but not for counselors. Too common. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Steve. You get it.
What the hell is the Vortex Club anyway? It seems so elitist.
Only if you're not cool enough to get in. And it doesn't hurt your resume.
If you say so.
That's literally the definition of what elitist is.
But you should actually come hang with us one night. Then you wouldn't be so inclined to gossip.
Hang with the Vortex
You mean
Club?
hang with the Vortex Club? That sounds like a setup to a horrible prank.
Chillax, paranoia girl. We're not that desperate for fun. We know how to do that on our own.
It seems weird to think about partying with all those Rachel Amber posters up.
You're high. Rachel used to hang out with us too. She was a blast. Smart, not bitchy like, you know.
Like Rachel, like Victoria, is that what he was gonna say? Nathan.
Do you really want Nathan Prescott to represent?
Oh, please. Nathan is like everybody's voodoo doll. Kill the rich kid.
I mean,
he's alright
yeah,
and a
kill
fun
the
guy to
rich
hang
kid.
with. Fuck the haters.
He seems unstable.
He seems genuinely unstable to me.
Nate has his extreme moments, but don't we all?
I don't know
mean-
yet, Hayden.
I can't speak for everyone, but my extreme moments certainly don't involve pulling out a gun and shooting some random girl. My extreme moments don't involve threatening, harassing, and hurting women. My extreme moments don't involve drugging and assaulting women, but we can get into that more later. But I don't know, maybe that's just
Rachel
me.
Amber.
I knew she liked to party. Fun to be around.
No, but it sends me because, like,
yeah,
it sends me because, like, people are always like this. People always dismiss, like, particularly men and their, like, clear, obvious signs of mental illness as, like, oh, you know, he's just, like, intense or whatever, or, like, because men, like, expressing rage and anger is, like, normal, right? That's, like, considered normal in our society. So he's just, like, intense or whatever. Everyone's too hard on him, you know, blah, blah, blah. And they just kind of, like, dismiss it and, like, shove it under the rug. And then someone dies and everyone's like, how could this happen? And it's like, gee, I don't fucking know. Maybe if you'd, like, taken this seriously beforehand. Anyways, did Victoria like Rachel?
Did Victoria like Rachel? She seems like the jealous type.
Don't think you know Victoria so well. She respected Rachel, even if she didn't act like it.
I mean, the very definition of respect is treating people with respect, so if she didn't act like it, then I would say that she didn't respect Rachel, but whatever. What happened to her?
What do you think happened to her?
Whatever happens to people who disappear without a trace.
Rachel was actually a member of the Vortex Club?
No. Rachel was like her own club. She was actually too cool for us. And I'll deny I ever said that.
I'm more confused than before. It's such a mystery. Let's talk later, Hayden.
That it is, Max. Now, I have to get my chemical on and study. We should get you and Dana out one night.
Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna go talk to Trevor and get another photo, and then I think I can take a break.
Yo, Justin.
Check out the Max.
Oh, no, this is just...
Come to Thrash?
Thrash?
Thrash? You mean stage diving, or...?
You're such a poser. If you can't even name a simple nose slide or a tray flip, you should walk on.
Okay, let it be known that I'm only rewinding because I want the stupid photo, not because I care what you think of me.
Yo, Justin.
Check out the Max. Come to Thrash?
I came to nose slide, but I'd love to see somebody do a tray flip.
Oh, sick. You're not a poser.
Nah, I just can't skate worth shit.
Oh, check
And
it.
this game
We're gonna
definitely,
destroy
like,
some rails for you.
encourages the whole, like, using your time-traveling superpowers to, like, make friends thing.
Go for a tree flip.
Let's get Trevor all over that action.
Mostly because the game wants to teach you later on that that's bad and, like, you shouldn't do that. And, like, you can't, like, control and manipulate everything around you because life doesn't work that way. That's pretty fucked up, Max, that you're just gonna take a picture of him, like, writhing in pain on the ground. Like, that's gonna be your photo. Like, you're kind of an asshole, sweetie. Anyways. Okay, I'm gonna talk to Daniel.
What's up, Daniel?
Oh, hi, Max. Could I, ask you a question? Would you mind letting me sketch you? I do put my sketches on Facebook, though.
I'd be honored.
I'd be honored, Daniel. Makes me feel like a muse.
Funny, you should say that. I was just thinking about my real muse. Rachel Amber.
You knew her?
You knew her?
No, but once she asked me to draw her portrait. Oh, she was a natural.
What happened to her?
So what happened to her? There's gotta be a story.
She just stopped coming to class. Some people said she ran away. Some say she jumped off a cliff. I just hope she's okay.
Hard to avoid her posters all over campus.
Kills me to see her sweet face used as a crime photo. She had a good heart.
I mean...
Okay, why don't you start drawing me?
It's
Even
like
though
a
I must be a step
missing
down from
persons
Rachel.
poster. It's
No
not
way,
like a wanted
you're
poster.
a
but-
good substitute, Muse.
Sorry, it sends me how he's like, oh, you know, you're not like my
that's
real
a good
muse,
posture.
like Rachel Amber, but you'll do as like a substitute. You're like a downgrade from Rachel, but like since she is not here, I suppose I'll have to like
Good.
settle for you.
Good.
She's paparazzi in training, literally, yeah. And like it's interesting, right? The way this game plays with like
Best portrait
photography.
ever.
I said this earlier, photography and like taking pictures of people in like vulnerable and like what's the word? Like moments where like you probably shouldn't be taking photos, basically. Like photos that definitely like violate agency and consent and like show like disrespect to the subject. A lot like that photo of Jefferson's of like the cop arresting that person. And like, you know, because the game like brings it up later with this thing with like Kate and David and like the whole like taking a photo versus like stepping in and intervening thing. And it's interesting because like, okay, so every Life is Strange game, you could argue that the powers and like sort of the dynamic of like who has powers, who doesn't, and also like the sort of lessons the game's like trying to teach you arguably sort of revolve around the character's personality. I mean, but I think that's like arguably like more solidly true for this game than the other ones. But like, so for this game, right, like Max is super anxious, like I said, social anxiety, and like she gets the power to like rewind time. So she gets the power to control everything and everyone around her. She gets the power to manipulate the universe to her liking, essentially, to make things like perfect for her, to make things work out for her, to make people like her. If something goes wrong, if she says the wrong thing, she can just undo it and do it all over again. And, like, the game essentially is trying to teach you, like, you can't control everything and everyone. That's not how life works. That's not how the world works. Like, some things are just out of your control, and sometimes you just gotta let shit go, and it's scary, but ultimately, if you actually, like, just stick to your guns and believe in something and hold on to real, genuine, true relationships and true love, like we see that with Chloe, then that's way more important than, like, anything, like, sort of fake or manufactured. And also, like, trying to be a hero often ends up just, like, hurting people and making things worse, and, like, trying to be a hero for the sake of being a hero rather than actually, like, genuinely caring about people and wanting to do the right thing is ultimately selfish and not a good motivator for heroism. Anyways, we can get into that more later on, but I'm gonna take a quick break. Okay, and we're back. So you're gonna do me a favor, a personal favor from you to me. We're all gonna collectively pretend that my hair looks fine. Alright? Couple of chats. We're saying chats multiple. Couple of messages in the chat that I need to catch up on. Hearing the talk about Rachel in this game sure hits a ton harder if you play Before the Storm. Yeah, absolutely. That should be a sub-game inside this one. Max trying to take the most embarrassing photos possible of the dickhead characters. Yeah, it should. To be fair, Justin's not that much of a dickhead, but people with power usually overestimate how much they can change things. Hey! Evelyn? Sorry, I think that's your username, but I might be wrong. I have a shit memory. Please forgive me. Pretend your hair is fine. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know. Like, I was seeing little flyaways in the bathroom, and then I was getting kind of hyper-fixated on them. That's just kind of what I do, but thank you. So, let's get back into it. I already had Daniel draw me, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's just maybe go talk to Evan. And then that's Luke. And then we'll, I don't know, go get my flash drive.
Hey, Evan. Mind if I check out your cool portfolio?
Let's see if you're worthy of it, Max. You'll have to answer a simple question. Who photographed the famous falling soldier?
Robert Capa.
Robert Capa, of course.
I know that answer because I
I
played
love
this
his
game
work,
way too
despite
many
the controversy
times.
about that photo.
My. This quiet child knows things.
That's why I'm here.
You're a kindred spirit, Max. Would you care for a perusal of my portfolio? It's not a privilege I grant to many.
I'd be honored, sir.
Okay.
These photos are great. And Rachel Amber's face is mesmerizing.
So, 2012, that was a year before the events of this game. So it would have been like a few months, give or take, before she disappeared. Alright. I think there might be some other people I can talk to, but I want to keep this moving, so let's go inside and get my flash drive. Oh no, I gotta go to the girls' dorms first, I think. Yeah, it's Evelyn. Hi. Hi, Evelyn. Teens talking quasi-formal tones is adorable. Yeah, it is adorable, but it's also kind of annoying and pretentious. Those photos on the lawn remind me of weird cologne ads. That's a good point, actually. Yeah, they kind of do. Yeah, some of them are like... Because... I almost said Matt Jefferson. What the fuck is his first name? Mark Jefferson was supposed to have been, like, a famous, like, fashion photographer in the 90s or something. So I think some of his, like, black and white type, like, modeling shots are, like, that era and vibe. But then some of them are just weird.
I need to go to my room
And also kind of voyeuristic and fetishizing and creepy and uncomfortable. Also, some of his modeling shots are like that, too.
Oh. Hi, Max.
What are you reading?
What are you reading?
Love today or die forever. Don't even say anything.
It's a bestseller. What to say?
Good point. Now if you'll excuse me.
I actually kind of like Alyssa. I know she's like... I don't know. I don't really know what to make of her, but I kind of see a lot of myself in her. Like, she's just very, like, antisocial and just wants to keep to herself. It's very much me vibes. Alright, here we go.
Oh, look, it's Max Caulfield, the selfie hoe of Blackwell. What a lame gimmick. Even Mark, Mr. Jefferson, falls for your waif hipster bullshit. The Daguerrean process, sir. You could barely even say that. I guess you got your meds filled.
Yikes. That's especially, like, ableist when you
Since you
think
know
about the
all the
context of, like,
answers,
Max
I guess you have to find
clearly
another way
having
into
an
the dorm.
anxiety disorder.
We ain't moving. Oh, wait. Hold that pose. So original. Don't worry, Max. I'll put a vintage filter on it right before I post it all over social medias. Now, why don't you go fuck your selfie?
Oh yes,
That's still pretty
Victoria.
good.
I'll get your bony ass out of my way.
I know, like, go fuck yourself, it gets made fun of a lot, but, like, I don't know. Maybe the brain rot of this game is just, like, completely taken over me, but...
Nice, bro.
Actually, I don't know where I'm going with that. I think that's just a full sentence on its own. But I don't know. I think it's a good burn. I think there's also a photo here, if I remember correctly, of the Squizzle. 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 Do I have to do it before I talk to Victoria? Squizzle. Squizzle. Come on. Squizzle. Alright. Oh, shit. Plot is happening.
Sweet.
Alright, let's talk to Kate. And now I can't talk to Kate for some reason. Do I need to just do that stuff before I talk to Victoria? Is that the general, like, deal? Is that what I'm getting from this? Because that's kind of annoying. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. Whatever. I'll do it later. Yeah, I'm not going to get every photo because it's just... It's not going to happen. Alright. Okay. Oh no, I gotta get the sprinklers first. So, in there... I love how you just run right past Samuel, like, into his, like, work area and, like, doesn't even say anything.
Are you kidding? Look at this! Chill, Victoria. It's just water. Yeah, water on my cashmere. Do you know how much this fucking outfit costs? You look great. I can't even chill on the steps.
However much you paid for that outfit, Victoria, I can tell you it was too much. Wait. Need Samuel in the back a little bit, just a bit. Okay, tamper.
I can't grab that. Samuel is way too close.
Okay. Back.
I can't grab that. Samuel is way too close.
Okay, fine then. Just let him back up a bit, just a little bit. Alright.
Okay, let's see if this works.
Okay.
No way! No fucking
You
way!
okay, Victoria?
Oh, Samuel,
that, like,
sorry.
I remember
Wet
how to
paint is
do
not
these
good for hair,
puzzles
nope.
flawlessly.
Get the hell away from me,
It's probably a
weirdo.
testament to how many times I've played this game, but I choose...
Hold on. We'll get
choose
some
to be
towels. We'll be
proud
right back.
of that.
So move your ass before I dry.
It worked. Don't mess with Max, bitches.
Oh my god, chat tried to block She's Such a Bitch. That's so annoying. Well, anyways. Okay. Oh, She's Such a Bitch, LMAO. It's perfectly... It's a... Wow, can I read? Hello? It's a perfectly in-character line, TBH. Yeah, it is. It literally is. Like, a teenager would absolutely say that, I feel. I agree. Yeah, I agree. This game gets so much shit for the dialogue being, like, unrealistic or whatever. I don't know. I don't feel that way. Like, I think some of it is kind of, like... I choose to see it as camp. Like, that's the word I keep using when I think of Life is Strange. Like, it's a little larger than life sometimes. A little, like, drama-sized. That's not a word. It is now. Whatever. You know what I mean. But, like, I don't know. I like it, and I think it works. Max doing mischievous things should have also been a minigame in this game. I mean, it basically already is. Crimes. I know, it's the auto settings. Apparently the AI is prudish, yeah. I mean, the AI is trying to prevent misogyny, which I appreciate, but also, like, let women call other women bitches. Like, anyways.